So I've heard a ton about a show that was pretty popular when it came out last year. I recently just binged it in a day, and I think I'm going to be doing a lot of this with shows from the last year because I thought it was a great idea. So the show I binged this time was The Rising of Shield Hero. Now, yes, this show falls into the plethora of isekai to have been released recently, but I very much enjoyed this one from start to finish. Normally, when it comes to isekai, I'm not into the whole overpowered main protagonist, but I do feel like Shield Hero did it a little bit differently. If you haven't seen the show by this point in the video, I'm going to be talking about some spoilery stuff, so be sure to click away. I'm not entirely sure what I will be mentioning, because there's a ton that I do want to talk about. So starting out, we have not one but 4 characters brought to this new world of Melremark by reading or opening this book, the book being this otherworldly heroes wielding 4 specific weapons, being a sword, spear, bow, and shield. Our main otaku character, Naofumi, obviously is the shield, so anyone who has played any type of RPG, I feel like, never tends to go for the shield. Most people tend to go towards the damage dealing classes, especially given the choice. So the king gathers the best warriors in order to help these heroes level up and defend the world against these waves of chaos, and these waves of chaos are the only ones powerful enough to actually repel these waves. So without the heroes, the world would be destroyed. Early on, we see the shield is going to have a pretty rough time because no one wants to join his group except for this one red-headed character who seems rather suspicious on first impressions. So they go out and fight some balloons. Yes, balloons. It's a video game. They end up going to this armor, which is a vital location in the series, as well as the shop owner, who is a babe, to get some armor for Naofumi as well as this redhead. I refuse to use this woman's name. So they go back to this inn and have dinner, and she is very persistent on getting him to have some wine with their meal. But our good boy Naofumi does not drink. No, he is a good boy. He turns in early even, but wakes up to all of his armor and the rest of his money gone. As he leaves his room, the guards storm him, and he's accused of getting drunk as well as forcing himself on this redhead. She ran to the simp of the series, being the spear hero. He's a prick. That's literally just there for the harem aspect of isekai, which, I mean, I'm sure a ton of people wouldn't fault him for that, but he's not the point of this video because nobody likes him. Shield Hero is basically stricken from the king's graces, as his daughter is the manipulative redhead that started this entire farce. So Shield Hero ends up going to the slave trader. He's kind of like joined the dark side. If you keep watching the show, he's very dark, and I love it. So he goes to the slave trader, where the owner has one of the best slaves in the world. That's a really weird sentence I never thought I would say in my entire life, but it's Raphtalia. And Raphtalia is the best waifu I've ever met in my entire life. Her character is fantastic, going from this kid whose family was killed by the waves. She was taken and sold into slavery and bought by our main best boy, Naofumi, who raises her to be one of the best sword users in the entire show. I mean, she is the loyal sword of the shield hero and can easily hold her own, and she proves that on more than one occasion. Among these two training and becoming very powerful, a rage shield is unlocked. And it's nuts, this rage shield. He turns into an entirely different person and gets this armor. It's freaking awesome. The rage shield basically does consume Naofumi, but it makes him more powerful than probably all the other heroes combined. I mean, you see it during one of the waves. It's nuts. I should mention that Naofumi has to clean up all of the messes of these other heroes who have been screwing up the surrounding villages in the kingdom. They think they're doing the right thing, but it ends up leading to more disaster and chaos because they're morons. He does call all of them out, and it's fantastic. I love seeing this character who literally gets shit on the entire series finally get some justice against these other humans that got brought there. So Naofumi does, I guess, technically get a harem, so to speak. One member is a Philolial, who's a little chicken girl, with the unique name Philo. Yes, they named her Philo, the Philolial. That Naofumi purchased from an egg from the same slave trader he got Raphtalia from. She turns into a queen, though, and is extremely powerful, especially in her Philolial form. The other member that they happen to get is Melty, our blue-haired second princess and sister of the redhead. But much nicer and more helpful to our hero, unlike the manipulative bitch. I don't think I'm going to talk about every single thing that does happen because I do want you to watch it, even though I said not to watch this because spoilers, but that's okay. I still love you. Between the training and Naofumi learning how to use his shield, which makes me literally want to use a shield in every single game I play now. I know I'm not going to be able to turn into a rage shield, but I can act like it with imagination. But I did really enjoy the show. Watching each character, especially Naofumi and Raphtalia, grow together really warmed my heart, and I can't wait for more seasons to come. I'm 100% going to start the manga because I can't wait for the new seasons to come out, and I'll probably end up binging most of that in a day as well. It's hard to stop this series once you start, man. I'm telling you. That's why I binged the whole thing in a day. I mean, I'm locked in my house anyway. What the hell else am I going to do? Anyway, thank you guys for coming to my rant about Shield Hero. I mean, it's a great show. I've been Crypto Anime. You guys have a great rest of the day.